All right, back to my channel. It is Saturday. The office is empty. We got the Wuhan gong not being hit too much last week. So we didn't have a great week last week. I'm gonna be completely honest. And I wanna make this video to share with you in the past 8 years of real estate investing and wholesaling, what are the biggest mistakes I've made. So 8 years worth of mistakes right here in 7 minutes or less for you. Mistake number one. When I got started and I actually started making some money, $100, $200, $300, $500,000 a year, my money management was shit. So after a couple of years of making all that money, I really didn't have much. Okay, luckily I bought some properties and stuff, but overall my money management was bad. I didn't have a tax account. I wasn't organizing my taxes. I was paying my credit cards whenever. I only had one bank account. These are just to name some of the mistakes that I made with money management. And that's one of the things when somebody comes to work with us here, and because some of our acquisitions agents make some real money, like well over 6 figures. And one of the things when I'm coaching them every week is, hey man, really manage your money. Read this book. How's your bank account set up? Let me see them. Like we really get into it because, I just can't even imagine. I don't regret anything that I did or didn't do back then, but I could just only imagine how much further along I would have been with better money management. So that was a shitty decision on my part. Wrong people in the business. So I think this is something that is obvious, and you'll never learn this without going through this actual pain, okay? And hiring the wrong people or having the wrong people coach you, mentor you, listening to the wrong people in business. So now we have almost all these desks full. Our company is crushing it, and now we have a second and third company that is doing 7 figures, which is great. But it wasn't always this way. And to do this as people, I literally cannot do that by myself. I just cannot. And very few people can. And the problem is when you start needing people in your business, right? When you have too much demand, too many leads, etc., you have a big vision and you need some people to come in, you just start hiring. You just don't know. And the main thing I've realized is when I look back and think of the wrong people, it wasn't their fault. It wasn't their fault. It was my fault that I did not know myself. I did not know the way I learned. I did not know the way I worked. I did not know my vision. I was not so clear on my vision myself that I was not able to portray it and attract the right people. So I blame myself 110%. I don't blame any of these people. Most of them I'm still friends with today. So there's no bad blood. It's just, I just had the wrong people in my organization, and that's it. The way to get better at that is just learn about yourself more. Being too nice, letting things slide. Hey, you're late. Cool, man. Oh, you're sick again. No problem. Oh yeah, you need an extra $500 this weekend. Cool. Hey, oh, your commission is supposed to be 10%, but you want 12. All right, fine. You work for me. That's cool. Cut that shit. I'm just going to end it there. Cut that shit. If you want to have a business that does a lot of money and you want to make a lot of money and you want to make an impact to these people, you're doing a disservice being really nice. I'm not saying be a dick. I'm not saying scream at them or do anything that's irrational. I'm just saying be firm, be strict, have your standards, and stick to it. Another mistake that we made, or I've made throughout the years that has cost me a lot, is deviating from the process. This has mainly cost me a lot of time. When you have a process in place of how you get a contract or how you hire somebody, or if you have a process in place of how you analyze a deal or how you make an offer, how you send a contract, stick with that process. There's a level of obsession that has to happen in your mind for your business. Stick to that process. Do not deviate from the process. Literally happened to me today. One of our acquisitions agents texts me and she's like, hey, this property, what should I offer? I'm like, nope, you got to put it on Slack. It's got to go through the process. Like that's not how this works. For me, a big mistake I made throughout the years is I stopped having fix and flips. And although I think it wasn't like a huge mistake because it helped me get through wholesale faster, helped me break through a lot of barriers in wholesale and figure things out. But it's always good to have 1 to 3 fix and flip projects, in my opinion, if you're a wholesaler, just to keep you grounded on what it takes to actually be a buyer. And also it's nice to have these big checks, and it brings in partners and it brings in just a different level of people into your circle, contractors, things like that. And it's just always good to have those people in your back pocket. So if you're active, it just helps you better, and then it gives you more exit strategies. Focus on net revenue obsessively. Before I love the gross profit. Yeah, I made $1 million, 1.6, 1.8, we're getting great. But then what I was taking home was so little. Now we are obsessed on the net. So, I mean, there's months that I've made less, but I've made more. Like, I've made, instead of making 150,000 a month, there's months that I make 100, but we're at 50 or 60% profit margin. What's the difference? So there's that. And last but not least, recruiting equals power. What do I mean by that? A lot of people think that money is power, success is power, fame is power, whatever, which is, yes, although most of those things are right. But what I really find powerful are people. People in your arsenal, people thinking in the same direction, rowing the same boat to get to where you want to go, to get to where everyone wants to go. So since we started a recruiting campaign and have an in-house recruiter, that's all they do 40 hours a week, is recruit new salespeople, dispositions people, whatever we need. I mean, it has changed our business dramatically. We're more profitable. We make more gross revenue. We make more net revenue. I have more deals coming my way, more fix and flips. I make more profit than ever on my fix and flips. I have Airbnbs going on now. I have rental. Like, all this happened with people. It was not me. I am not that smart. I cannot make that happen. It was because I realized that having people that are smart help me and help the business, and it helps them. And what else helps with people is when you smash that like button, hit that bell, subscribe for the channel. If you like what you see, we come out with 3 videos a week. And if you want to learn more about wholesaling, fixing and flipping, how to run a business, whatever, I don't know, just like and subscribe, and we'll see each other on the other side. All right, peace.